Yeah.
And that was my reason to leave Ontario. I had just looks like she wants to be in the video.
So I have Jagmeet with us, and Jagmeet has a really crazy story. So we'll start from when did you come to Canada, Jagmeet?
I came to Canada in 2014,
Uh-huh. Nice.
September, for a 1 year student permit.
Nice.
I did a diploma.
You went to Newfoundland after that?
Ji haan. So
How did that
I
happen? What made that
yeah,
possible?
good question.
Yeah.
So since I had a 1 year work permit because of a 1 year study visa, so I had a very limited time to get my permanent residence.
Yeah.
So I was going about places where I could find an employer to get my permanent residence.
Nice.
So for that, I had to initially go to Calgary. I had some family out there who were sponsoring like a PNP
Okay.
LMIA for me. But this was back in 2015 जब अल्बर्टा की PNP बंद हुई थी.
Okay. So this is like your first
My first attempt.
leaving from Toronto.
Exactly. From
Okay.
Toronto, I drove. I bought an $1,100 car from Toronto from this Chinese guy, and
And you were how old were you? back
yeah,
then?
first time leaving Ontario. This was 22.
Yeah.
2015, I left for Calgary.
Yeah.
I lived there for 2 months
Yeah.
until I figured out I couldn't really apply for my employment
So
there.
PNP stopped.
PNP stopped, so I then had a friend who was living in St. John's, Newfoundland.
Okay.
So because I had a place to crash
Yeah.
with him, I just packed my bags, drove 7,000 kilometers.
It took me like 14 years to do that, like something similar
Yeah.
that I did. Yeah. And then?
And then lived there for 10 months, had a great time,
How
meeting
was it St. John's?
St. John's,
How was it?
Newfoundland.
How would you rate?
A different place, man, in Canada. I would compare it to nothing else. It's like the people are its own. They have their own dialect. They have their own like way of welcoming you. So I found a lot of like belonging living there
Nice,
for 10 months.
So why did you leave Newfoundland?
Good question. I actually just initially my first reason to get there in the first place was just to get, on my own journey and try and find my own like place in Canada, which is what made me explore and just pack my bags and go to different provinces. I left there because I figured out Alberta had better opportunities for me because I had some family. And at that time, the provincial program had opened up back in Alberta, so I could
Again,
apply.
so you went back to Calgary.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
drove again 7,000 kilometers. I mean, those were the best journeys, honestly. Like just being on the road by
Nice.
myself. My friends joined me from time to time, but that made
Man,
me.
you have balls, man. Like I don't see a lot of youngsters doing that.
I would say people should do it more because I feel like that truly gives you time to get to know yourself more and reflect on and be around nature. And
Yeah.
it's the best healing. I think like getting away from India, like
Yeah.
all my family was back home, so I initially didn't really have a place I could belong in Canada. So these attempts were just trying to find my journey, myself.
So we're driving on G2, going to all these places.
Yeah, driving
nice.
on.
G2, right? You had your G2.
Yeah,
Okay. 'Cause
G2,
Initially, you can get your G2.
yeah. Ontario, it's G, and like over here, it's class 5.
Class 5, yeah.
Yeah.
In Alberta, right?
That's right.
And then you went and then you got your PR in Alberta?
I got my PR in Alberta. So I got my PR in 2018.
Okay, nice.
So after 4 years of being in Canada.
And then you end up somewhere else, I heard?
So actually, my funny story, yeah, like my PR I got in 2018. I was living in Fernie, BC at that time.
Oh, you got your PR in BC.
I got my PR in BC.
Nice.
So I was handling some
What story
businesses. The story is like the employer that I was working for had some gas stations in Alberta and BC. It was right on the border.
Nice.
So that's why I got my federally. I would say like it's from Alberta.
From Alberta. Okay, okay. So your file was through Alberta, but you were working in BC for that company.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how was Fernie, BC?
Fernie was beautiful.
Yeah.
Small mountain ski town. It's like the Alps of Canada, I would say.
Nice.
So I had a really, really good time exploring there.
Most people are like scared, or like just leaving Ontario. I've seen so many kids
Why are
just
they scared?
I don't know. Like they'll. So the I traveled for the first time after being here for 14 years. I never left Ontario because I thought, how special could it be? Like it'll
Yeah.
be all the same. It'll be the same mountain. Then when I came in after 14 years of living in Ontario, and I traveled, and I was like, wow, I was blown away. When I traveled to BC and
Yeah.
I did Banff, and I was like, wow, man. So I was like, why the fuck I never traveled?
I know. There's
So,
nothing like it.
yeah.
And that was my reason to leave Ontario. I had just always seen these mountains like Canadian Rockies, the pictures of Lake Louise.
Yeah.
And that's what made me leave Ontario. I was like, I just got to see it.
But you were not nervous or scared or anything. You're just like, because you just landed and you left for Alberta. Like,
I wasn't scared. I feel like I had just that inquiry of like exploring different places that was always there in
Nice.
me. So
nice.
yeah.
What else? Do you wanna like? What would you say to somebody who is like, kind of struggling to get their PR, or like, they want to leave Ontario? Like, how would you say your life has changed since you left Ontario and lived in Alberta and for an EBC?
Living in Alberta, like getting out of Ontario, has been personally really great because the space, the nature, the affordability out of Ontario also I think plays a role. So I found Alberta to be like the most economical for myself. I was able to like afford buying a house here
Nice.
and being pretty close to the mountains.
Yeah.
So
We're just like an hour away from his house.
yeah, that's
Basically,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, we
this
could be
this
here
is an
every
hour.
weekend. So from like from a happiness scale, I think I have found like
Yeah, the
a pretty
spot.
great place
Nice.
to be at in Canada. Yeah.
Nice. So what kind of jobs were you doing when you were applying for your PR? Like when you were post student life.
Post student. So yeah, while I was a student in Humber, I had a part-time job working at a grocery store,
Nice.
and
Which one?
it was called Hasty Market.
Hasty Market, yeah, yeah.
Right under
Yeah.
Union, like
Yeah,
right
there's a
outside
bunch of them,
Union.
yeah,
There's a bunch of them, yeah. So, funny story about that. Like, in my first week of college, I'm pretty new in Canada, so I had GIC, which is like a limited amount of money you get every month. So I'm just walking into stores with my resume. Hey, like, do you have a job available?
Yeah.
I thought I would start off as that. I didn't know where exactly to start.
Yeah.
But then this Irani guy just happened to be at the store.
Yeah.
So he was basically like friends with this other store owner, and they were just like meeting and having a conversation. So he saw me and he's like, "Oh, I have a position for you. You want to work at a grocery store?"
Yeah.
And funny enough,
Wow.
like that was my first job. That was my partner Nidhi's first job in Canada as well, part
How
time.
did you meet her?
So I met her back in Mumbai. So
Okay. So you guys came together now.
She came a year after me, but yeah, we grew up in the same neighborhood in
Nice.
India.
So now what do you do now?
I work at Shopify, so I do consulting, like e-commerce consulting.
Okay. Nice. So basically, a lot of kids, like, I'm making these videos to show like how like people come to Canada and then do random jobs, and eventually they find a spot of what they actually want to do, and they build their house, they buy a car, whatever, right? Whatever is your dream, it eventually will happen. So just keep grinding and like keep doing what you're doing and travel.
Yeah,
like he did, like, fuck, man. So how many places is that? Like Newfoundland?
Fernie, Newfoundland. In between, there was also Vancouver Island.
Nice. You stayed in Vancouver Islands?
I did stay in. So like right after I got my PR, we moved from Fernie back to Calgary temporarily, and then we went to Vancouver Island for a year and a half.
Oh, so your partner was also traveling with you throughout?
She
From the
was,
beginning.
not
So I think
initially in Newfoundland, but yeah.
that actually gives you like a little bit of this thing, confidence if you have somebody with you.
Yeah,
Kinda traveling,
and
kind of supporting you.
definitely.
Yeah.
And the thing is, since 2018, we've both had remote jobs, which also made
Nice.
it very easy to
Yeah, to
like
travel,
just
right?
pack our bags and find a new place.
Yeah. That's my goal, but I can't because I'm a chef. I can't fucking work remotely.
But
Hopefully
you can
one day.
make these trips,
Yeah, we can
every
make
now
these
and then,
trips,
and
yeah.
be at a
with
place
the-
like this. And
All right. So Jagmeet is also about to start a YouTube channel, so hopefully we'll see another one. All right.
yeah, man,
Nice. Thank you for talking to
my
me. bro.
channel is right here.
I'll tag him once he opens it.
Yeah.
Once he starts the channel. All right.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's his dog, Leela.
You
I miss my
do.
dog, man. This dog came on the right time.
You?
You. They have the same kind of face, you know.
Yeah.
He's just black.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
You're so cute.